Namaste, and welcome to 50 Shades of Great. Come to your senses. With me, I'm Kee McGraw. I'm a doctor of health theology, and as such, I am thrilled to present you with these 50 tools with which you can utilize your senses to bring yourself evermore to your own particular greatness. In this way, healthcare professionals might also be able to utilize these tools in working with your clients as well as your students. You are welcome to continuing education hours for your time spent here, and for those healthcare professionals who are interested in receiving a certificate of completion for the efforts that you're about to make, stay tuned for further details online.
Divinity, Art.
Continuing along the path of divine light, we come into the awareness of the fourth chakra, and with it, the heart's desire to help to combine the first four elements of the first four chakras in a ritual in which we can honor the most ordinary experiences of daily life with our consciousness. In this way, we will be having a ceremonial tea experience in which we will be bringing through the four elements that are present and simply brewing tea with our desire for purification of the four elements. And as such, I'll have you collect to yourself the tea that might be good for you to partake in today, as well as the hot water that you might need, and the tea set that's just right for you. My approach to tea ceremony is one that I was initiated into from a Taiwanese man while we were together in Hawaii, and it is still in this way that I was initially brought into the awareness of tea ceremony that I continue. The consumption of green tea, and in particular for my own purposes, I love jasmine green tea, is helpful and uplifting in terms of opening the chakras, opening the crown chakra, and doing so with lots of antioxidant benefits without being too over-caffeinated or without any other kinds of negative effects in the body, other than, of course, the potential staining of the teeth with the green tea, which that too can be simply remedied just by rinsing the mouth when you've concluded. And in this way we can have an experience of daily tea ritual without any ill effects whatsoever, and instead only with the benefits. And in this way, as we use a little bit of tea, the tea itself, I'm just using some loose green tea with jasmine. The tea itself is the representation of the earth element, and as we put the earth element representation into the vessel for brewing, then we bring the hot water. And so hot water is bringing through the element of water itself, as well as the element of fire, in that, of course, it required fire to heat the water. So adding the water into the pot for brewing, which has a name, which is the golem, and allowing it to have a moment's brewing, during which we'll inhale and lengthen through the spine, and feeling all the light now assimilating in the third eye, taking that energy upward with the eye gaze to the crown of the head, and then exhaling, allowing that energy to now descend throughout the body and the being. Again, like this, inhaling, lengthening through the spine. And as you retain the breath, feel the light coalescing in the third eye and directing that energy and that light upward towards the crown of the head. And then exhaling, allowing that light to then descend and shower down around you and surround you in a blanket or a cocoon of white light. Again, like this, inhaling as you lengthen through the spine. And then retaining the breath, drawing it upward into the awareness of the light that's visible at the level of the third eye, directing that light upward towards the crown chakra, and then exhaling, allowing that light to shower down around you, surrounding you with divine light. In this way, we've had a chance to start to prepare the body, and we will now continue with the preparation of the tea. Once the tea has had a moment to steep, and this particular kind of tea takes less than a minute for its steeping, then I will pour it through the filter and into the cup that has the special name of we would think of it as the teapot, that we would then convey the tea into its serving utensil of the sniffing cup. And in this particular tradition, the teapot itself could have the name of the tea boat, as it's seen that the boat is rather floating on what's considered the lake, which is what might happen if I don't pour well. Meaning that when the tea is poured, it's quite natural for it to spill out, and the spilling out into region of retaining that in the tray is called the lake. And so the teapot, or pochi, we think of as a teapot is floating along the lake, so it's considered the tea boat. Now I've poured the tea into the sniffing cup, and as such, I'm ready to now shift into the elemental clearing of the first chakra element of the earth. Inhale through both nostrils for a count of 8 heartbeats. And exhaling for that same count of 8 heartbeats. Inhaling again for a count of 8 heartbeats through both nostrils. And exhaling for that same length of time. Inhalation through the nostrils. And exhaling through the nostrils. And this last time, we'll inhale through both nostrils and sniff the tea. And exhaling through both nostrils. Now place one cup on top of your sniffing cup and turn it over. Once you do so, release the sniffing cup and have a sniff again as we start the process of cleansing the water element in the body. Inhale your sniffing cup. And now take a tiny sip of tea. And exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale through both nostrils. And take a sip of tea. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nostrils. And sip your tea. Exhaling through the mouth. Maybe pouring a little more tea. Inhale through the nostrils. And sip your tea. Exhale through the mouth. Tastes good. Now reverse that. Inhale through your mouth, purification through the fire element. And sip your tea. And exhale through your nose. Inhaling through the mouth. And sip the tea. Exhale through your nose. And inhale through your mouth. Sip your tea. Exhale through the nose. And one more time. Inhale through the mouth. And exhale through your nose. inhaling through the mouth, add some more hot water for your tea for the second brew. And exhale through the mouth. And this is purification through the air element of the body. Inhale through the mouth. And exhaling through the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. And exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the mouth. And exhale through the mouth. Now allow your breath to go to its own rhythm. And pause and notice how it feels to have purified and cleansed the 4 chakras, the first 4 chakras, and with them the 4 elements that govern those chakras as we have been bringing this cleansing ritual into the tea brewing and the tea drinking. In this way, as the second brew is preparing, we'll shift into a second practice, and this is a practice of similar breathing in terms of balancing the breath and similar length of time with the breath, as well as a similarity that we will be breathing 4 times for each of 4 different progressive experiences. This is a practice of consciousness regarding the death process that each one of us will ultimately face at some point in our life, and as such it can be tremendously helpful to others for us to practice this so that we can remain relatively calm and joyous and uplifted as we contemplate death of our own as well as one another's. And so that we can have the sense of what it is we'll be doing with our energy field when we exit the physical form or the temple. As such, the second brew is just about ready to start to shift, and we will shift with it. Inhaling the sense of life for a count of 8 heartbeats. Inhale life. And exhaling death for the same lengths of time, the awareness of death. Inhaling life as perhaps you begin to stir the tea. And exhaling death. Inhale life. And exhaling death as you pour the tea. And once again, inhaling life. And exhaling death without taking a sip. And now inhaling life in the presence of the one whom we might call God, Spirit, natural intelligence. And have a sip. And exhaling death in the presence of the one that we might call by all kinds of names, but by all means do call. Inhaling life in the presence of the one. And taking a sip, exhaling death in the presence of the one. Twice again like this. Inhaling life in the presence of the one. And have a sip. And exhaling death in the presence of the one. And one more time like this. Inhaling life in the presence of the one. And sipping, exhaling death in the presence of the one. Now inhaling death in the presence of the one. And exhaling death in the presence of the one. Inhale death in the presence of the one. And exhaling death in the presence of the one. Inhaling death in the presence of the One. And exhaling death in the presence of the One. And once again, inhale death in the presence of the One. And exhaling death in the presence of the One. Inhale the all-pervading light in space. Exhaling the all-pervading light in space. Inhale the all-pervading light in space. And exhaling the all-pervading light in space. Inhaling the all-pervading light in space. And exhaling the all-pervading light in space. And last time, inhale the all-pervading light in space. And exhaling the all-pervading light in space. Now allow your breath to go to its own rhythm, and pause and notice the effects that this practice has had on you for here and now. Feel free to call upon this practice and conscious use of key ceremony every day of your life, as you might be wishing every day to purify your first 4 chakras through your elemental cleansing, as well as to be prepared each and every day for the inevitability of one's own physical demise, as well as the death of those who are around us, who we love and cherish so much. It is in these ways, with these practices, a simple experience of having your morning brew can suddenly be transmuted completely into a transsensory experience of involving your body, your mind, and your spirit, bringing through the earth, the water, the fire, and the air of these lower 4 chakras. And doing so in a way that helps us to start the day with balance and remain balanced then throughout the rest of the day. And now allow yourself to rest onto your back, lying down. And you're welcome to stay as long as it's right for you, so that you might integrate the energy that's been freed up from the use of this one particular tool. And once you've concluded, allow yourself to come back up into the vertical position. Pause to notice the changes that have taken place in your body, mind, and spirit. And as you do so, join me as we offer our voices in gratitude to the path. Inhaling. Hari Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's be with the peace that's deep within. Joy Bhagwan. And Namaste.